Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Kansas City Chiefs. The kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Going to give to Mostert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down. Mostert. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Here's Mostert. All the way down inside the 20. Well, I tell you what, when you get a running back who can move like that in the open field, that's something to take. Kick it and go. Kick it and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, go. Sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off.
Never care, out of the trap, watching me ball, soon as I snap, hit of the pack, walk for the sack, shaking them all, breaking them all, talking my talk, walking my wall like I do, sit on the throne, get in the zone, turn it on, must be the shoes, must be the team, must be the camp, must be the crew, you need to win, who need to win, that's all we do, I've been a king and I've been about mine, never could doubt mine, they running the route, I leave them outline when I hit them, with a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. With a stiff arm, spin move, in zone, scope, sideline, a touchdown, I put on a show. I had to kick off and go. I had to kick off and go. Putting it down for that. Time I was down and out. Had to bring grinding back. Doing the drills. You're grinding that. You know what it be. Playing this here for the keeps. Had to make all the feed. Third call where the trophy should be. EA got me in the game now.
The NFL is on EA Sports, and we are in Silicon Valley at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara. The scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Here's the punter, Bradley Pinion, on to get us started. And we are underway from Santa Clara. Here's Richie James on the return. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
At their own 21-yard line.
They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
42-yard line.
first down, they go with Mostert again. And he'll work this one up to about the 38. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup.
This is Mostert. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
He's brought down at the 39-yard line.
They'll try and run here with Mostert. First down and a little extra from Mostert. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 23-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. That's exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes a defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 3rd down.
8 and 13.
Looking to throw. Garoppolo. And it's complete. End zone touchdown, 49ers. George Kittle from Jimmy Garoppolo. And the 49ers drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. I think it's fair to say there's nothing that gets a crowd to its feet quite like a big play, and that was something special there. Boy, was he moving.
In this league where coordinators worry so much about drawing up the right routes, blocking assignments, misdirections and stuff, they have these precise arrows and movements. Sometimes the best plays just come from the schoolyard where you look at your fastest guy and say, go long, go get it, big man.
And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Brady and the Bucs now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The tackle by Eric Armstead.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. From the gun, it's Brady. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there.
And down he goes. The 49ers get there. That is Nick Bosa from out on the edge who worked his way in for the sack.
Well, we knew this guy wasn't especially fleet of foot, but he tried to conjure up some escapability, but there was no way he was getting away on that one.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away. Taylor now returning it. A very nice punt that time, but they get 11 back on the return. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that Woody
He would have
Hayes?
kissed it on the ground.
Now Mostert. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. That one good for 26 and a 1st down. Boy, some big runs here, Charles, already in this 1st quarter.
Yeah, if the lanes are there, go ahead and exploit them. But what I like the most, how decisive he is, putting his foot in the ground and going.
And he will reach reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Intended for Kendrick Ward. Brings up 2nd and goal.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. Garoppolo. The Bucs defense stiffens and pushes this to 4th down.
I know every offense wants to start their snaps closer to the goal line, but it's actually harder to throw the ball in those situations. You throw into that tight coverage, you see what happens. Hard to get the ball in there.
Not enough space there. Lucky maybe that it wasn't intercepted. They go for it on 4th and goal, but that winds up incomplete. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and the Buccaneers defense holds and they get the football back. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
From the 25 on 2nd down, Brady. It's caught by Mike Evans. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. That's complete to his receiver, Godwin. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. To throw again on 2nd down. Brady looking for Godwin, and he's got him complete. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now a 1st down carry by Jones. They'll get 3 up to midfield. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup at 3.
Brady gives this one off to Jones. And he's going to have this pretty close to a 1st down as the tackle is made at the Niners' 41. After the run by Jones, here's 1st and 10. And to give this time to the tailback. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards. And it's 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup.
8-0 our score with 2 minutes left in the 2nd quarter. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 2nd and a couple, Brady. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They'll wind up losing 7 yards on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now. Shotgun now for Brady. He gets it into the hands of Gronkowski, complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Brady on target to Gronk. First down, Buccaneers.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What do the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Throwing on first down is Brady. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And he will reach the 8-yard line before going out. Well, fair to say that when you're looking at guys that can run like the wind, you often find him at the wide receiver position. And that was special there.
And that's the kind of play where you have to kind of catch your breath afterwards. So just give me a second here, because when he shifted into high gear, he was an absolute blur out there. No substitute for speed. We talk about that all the time. The evidence was right there.
And his top speed, as computed by Next Gen Stats, not bad. He was pushing 20 miles an hour.
At the 11-yard line.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's second and goal. Jones. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. It's a pickup of 3, but still a little work to do on third and goal. And they'll get him down here at about the 5-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Goal.
On fourth down, Ryan Succop now for the Buccaneer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through, and they get on the board, trailing now 8-3. So the 3 points here, they're still down, but they put somewhat of a dent into that lead going into the break.
Anything helps when you're trying to chip away at a lead, but they do know that they're going to need a little bit better effort in the second half.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach, because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit. They're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll try it now with Mostert. And he's got some space here. And out across midfield down to the 45. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. Well, he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. So this just a 5-point game as we resume action in this second half on EA Sports. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
And they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
From the 35 on second down, Brady. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. Throw right side, taken in by Godwin. And he'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. A shotgun give to Fournette. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for him. Show him that you're supposed to get the football.
Back to the ground, this time with Jones. And just a couple yards there down to the 17.
Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Brady going to fake the give to Jones and set up to throw.
Steps away to his left. He'll run it. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Trying to keep the drive going here. This is play number 7 on 3rd and 2. From the gun, Brady. He's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the third quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Brady. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucs. A 1-yard touchdown pass. And the Bucs have taken the lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
And now Coach Bruce Arians has made the call. His guys will go for 2. Brady. And now a fumble. Brady loses the football. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful. And in the third quarter here, they were trying to push that to a 3-point game, but instead it'll stay at 1.
And I'm a big proponent of not chasing points or going for 2 too early. But in this case, I understand why. You know, if you kick an extra point, you're just up 2, right? So a field goal still puts the other team ahead. So you go for 2 here and protect the field goal lead. They didn't get it done, though.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12.
Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
Antoine Winfield on the tackle.
On 3rd down, here comes Mostert. And it would appear he's going to be short of a 1st down as he's stopped right around the 29.
Tackled at the 29-yard line.
Garoppolo going to give to Mostert. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Back now here in Santa Clara. And we've got a dandy here. A 1-point game as we begin the 4th. On 1st down, Jones gets through and now an opening. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, 30 yards as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead. And that one heck of a run right there. Once he got loose, you can tell that he was going to run a long way. That was pretty impressive.
And there's an old chestnut of an expression called getting on your horse. And I hate to use it, but I'm going to right here because it absolutely applies. How about the head of steam he had behind him? And he was absolutely galloping downfield. That was something to see.
And if you're wondering how fast he was going, Next Gen Stats clocked him at close to 21 miles an hour.
Bradley Pinion to kick off for Tampa Bay.
And following the touchdown now, it's Bradley Pinion on to kick this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. There's still plenty of time here in the 4th quarter. Just a 1-possession game, down 8. They'll be looking for the touchdown and 2-point conversion. A field goal here on this drive does very little at this stage. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. First play of the drive in their hip pocket. Of course, the focus here has to be the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. Field goals aren't going to help you.
Yeah, but how about that first play of the drive? Just to get them started. Nice gain. Got some positive momentum going. They're on their way, and they don't have to rush.
It was Jason Pierre-Paul who was able to get him down. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
At the 46-yard line.
Once again, it's Mostert. And some room to work. And across the track into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. Raheem Mostert, 54 yards. And the 49ers move back within a couple of the lead. Well, Raheem Mostert, we know the story, from special teamer to postseason hero. All he needs is a little bit of space, CD, and he can do the rest.
The situation that we're in right now, because this is the 4th quarter. So you know there's some tired legs out there on defense and probably some tired minds as well trying to chase guys around for 4 quarters. But this is where conditioning, athleticism, that separates the good backs from the great backs, and that was an A-plus effort right there.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this fourth quarter to try to grab that lead back. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because he only picked up 3 yards. Well, let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing that offensive guys stress when they throw the deep ball, you're just counting on your receiver to find it, adjust before the defensive back can get his head around. In this case, though, the DB matched it move for move and knocked it away.
A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the 49ers will take over deep in their own territory. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And he'll take this forward for about 5 as we have come upon the 2-minute warning. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And not much here as he'll get it to the 11, maybe the 12-yard line. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Tie game, 4th quarter, and they're going for this thing on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Oh, he'll look downfield for Kittle. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Jones. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. Now San Francisco going to call their 2nd timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it with Jones. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. Now the Niners going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout, and they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. of 2, and it'll be second down.
When we say the game's on the line, I don't think we're overstating it here. These next few plays could very well decide this one. Advantage defense there on 1st and goal as they're able to get in and force the loss on that play.
Second down. It's Jones. And that's a touchdown as they've broken our tie here in the final minute of the 4th.
Well, any thoughts about overtime have ended at this juncture. That touchdown puts them up 6. I would imagine they'll kick the extra point now and rely on their defense.
Yeah, rely on their defense. So a little bit of time left on the clock here in the 4th, but they got to feel good now. Extra point up and good by Succop. And they will take a 7-point lead. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here.
And got his man complete. 36 yards on the play.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
16.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you were wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. With that, we say so long from Santa Clara.